Hey guys, and welcome back to another makeup artist vlog. This vlog is going to be so exciting. I have a ton of appointments this week, including a wedding. It is currently Wednesday right now. Now, usually I have a part-time office job that I work. I work Tuesdays and Wednesdays normally, but I had to take the morning off because a photographer that rescheduled a photo shoot from last week rescheduled it for today at 10 a.m. I decided to take the photo shoot because, first of all, it would pay me a lot more than what I'm making per hour at my normal job. And then second of all, I really wanted to connect with this photographer because she is a more well-known photographer in my area. She does have 3 other makeup artists that frequently work with her, so I know that I'm not going to be on like her permanent team of makeup artists. But if I do a good job today, then I'm hoping at least she'll think of me as like a backup. Whenever I think about whether I want to sacrifice my time for jobs, I always think about it as in like, will it help me gain connections? Will it help me further my business? And you do have to have that kind of mentality when you are a business owner, especially as a makeup artist, because it's all about gaining connections with people. So I'm going to be taking this job this morning, and then I'm going to be coming back to my regular office job around noon, working the rest of the day until 4, and then since I am taking a half day technically today, I have to come in tomorrow. My office job is really flexible, by the way. They kind of let me do whatever with my schedule as long as I come in for at least 16 hours each week. If you are a freelancer and you want to still have a part-time job just for that extra money, just make sure whatever job that you have, they're very flexible, because our jobs kind of come up spontaneously sometimes. Like this person only asked me like 2 days ago. Also, I'm so ashamed of myself, guys. I don't think I'm officially allowed to be on the internet after about midnight because I buy a whole bunch of stuff that I don't need. Yeah, your girl finally spent money on this Stanley cup. One of my bridal clients is actually the one that's getting married on Sunday, and she brought this into her bridal preview with her. I think she bought the 30-ounce one. This is the 40, which is huge, by the way. I did not expect it to be this big. I saw the color of hers and everything, and I was like, I'm convinced. I'm buying it. I'm such an idiot. I almost forgot to get my bag and stuff out. I packed up my makeup kit last night because I have to do hair today too. They just wanted a very basic style, which that's pretty much all I can do. I need to get that together. Okay, then grab my brush belt. And it just has all my hair stuff on the side, so that's usually what I bring with me. Also, I know that a lot of people always ask me what my makeup case is, and then also about my brush belt as well. This is the Relavel makeup backpack. Brush canister is from Makeup Forever. It's the Danny's pouch. Then this is my Kitco brush buddy and the caddy. They do come separately. That's usually what I carry with me, and I can fit my hair and my makeup stuff all in these 2 bags. I don't have to carry anything extra with me. Okay, I'm not sure what the hell I'm doing with my life, but this has not started off well. For some reason, my mind thought that I was going north, but really I had to go south on the interstate, and it took me a while because I had to loop around all the way. So I was supposed to arrive there at 9:52, and now it's 10:03. Now I'm trying to make up the time. I feel like such an idiot. Like, my directional skills are 0 to none. I totally wanted to make a good first impression with this photographer by like showing up on time, but now I'm gonna be late, and I can't even text the photographer because it's on instant messenger, and so I'm just like, oh my god, I'm stressing myself out now. I got started obviously a little bit later than I wanted to because I showed up a couple of minutes late, and I heavily apologized to the photographer, and she was totally cool. Like, she's very chill and everything. We just also got a little bit delayed too because the photographer kind of gave me a mini tour around her studio, which was very cool, by the way. Yeah, the client was really chill too. I absolutely loved the look that we did. We went a little bit more dramatic. I think we probably got started realistically about 15 minutes after we were supposed to, so I think it took me until like 11:30. But then the photographer that ended up referring me to this photographer ended up showing up, surprisingly, so I had to chat with her for a little bit. Now it is 12 o'clock. That was when I was supposed to be back to work. They are probably the most flexible workplace I've ever been at. I just texted one of my coworkers and I'm like, hey, it's probably gonna be closer to 1, just to let you know. So yeah, that's pretty much about it, and I'll go ahead and just talk to you guys when I'm cleaning up my makeup kit. I'll film that for you guys and the whole entire process. Hey guys, it's about 6:30 right now. I've been home now since about 4:30. I decided to stay a little bit over just so I could get done with payroll and everything else I was behind on for my office job. Then I decided to take my dogs on a nice long walk because it was about 80 degrees today, which I was really thrilled about. I just love these days. They're so nice. Anyways, I'm just cleaning up my kit right now. Luckily, I don't have to refill everything because it's not like I just did a giant like 8-person bridal party or anything. I just have sets for 1 person. Also, for anybody who's wondering, just an update on this Stanley mug. I personally think that it is definitely an overhyped thing, but I am getting really good use out of it though. I just really wish I would have gotten the 30 ounce instead of the 40 because this is like a little bit too large and kind of obnoxious. I mostly like it because it has the straw so you don't have to tip it or anything. And the fact that it does fit into a cup holder because of the narrow base on it. But yeah, I just mainly need to unpack everything, and I think I'm just gonna do like a montage and overlay some music because I kind of just feel like being in my element and chilling. Okay, that's about it. I just have to clean brushes. I'm gonna do that off camera, so I guess I will just talk to you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It is currently Thursday right now, and I was not planning on vlogging today, but I looked at my schedule for Friday and I realized that I don't have anything going on Friday either. So I might as well just take you along for like a realistic day in my life when I'm not working. I think tomorrow is when I'm going to go into Sephora and decide what I want to get from the Sephora VIP sale. There's also a couple other things that I want to buy with a pro artist discount, but I wanted to see the colors in person. I am right now getting on my shoes because I need to play with my dogs outside. Also, this is super random, but I got these new tennis shoes off of Amazon and they're like the comfiest things. Look. They're so cool. I love them. I will spend all my money on makeup, but guys, I hate spending money on clothes and shoes. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my sunglasses because it is very sunny outside. Then fun stuff. I have dogs that like heavily chew up any sort of balls that you give them. So I had to buy the actual like Wilson brand tennis balls just so they are sturdy enough that they don't fall apart underneath my dog's teeth. It's kind of ridiculous. I have some bougie dogs here. Hi. Yes. Okay, wait, ready? They love these things. It's so great. Okay, now I gotta head out to a massage appointment. Heading out to the massage appointment. This is so needed. I'm debating on doing something tomorrow, and you guys are gonna be like, what is going on here? Your girl's really trying to save money because I'm saving up to pay for my entire esthetician school before I start school in November. That's hella expensive. And I mean, we're talking like the price of a new car expensive. And with that, I need to go get my hair colored, but I'm thinking about just doing it myself. I used to do it all the time, but I've never done it when my hair is like ombre like this. I am thinking about just dyeing my hair like a chocolatey brown sort of color, like all over. I'm kind of tired of having the blonde anymore in it. Oh, baby ducks. I almost ran over baby ducks, guys. I did it, but it was so close. Oh my gosh, they were so tiny. They were like this tiny. Oh, so cute. All right, I'm at my salon place, so I'm gonna go and then we'll talk to you guys after. Oh Oh my god, massages feel amazing. Right now I just have to get some gas because I'm running low on my car and I'm gonna need it for this weekend. Oh my gosh, I almost panicked. I went to go get gas and both my cards declined, the credit card and the debit card. And I was like, no, I just used it. So I went into the gas station, talked to the dude there, told him that I think it's his machine. He ran my card through and it worked fine. So it's definitely their pumps. So my camera battery is about to die on here, but I'm just going to my actual office job now because I need to put in some hours there to make up for what I missed yesterday. Good morning guys and welcome back to another gorgeous day. I just woke up not too long ago, I got dressed and now I'm gonna meditate for a little bit. I found this really calming playlist. It's through Apple Music. It's this one, calming music for anxiety and stress. Okay, just got done with meditation. I played with my dogs outside for a little bit, so they're exhausted now. I don't think Sephora opens until 10 if I'm not mistaken, so that means that I have a whole like hour and a half before it opens. And then I'll probably head over there because I want to do some swatches. I want to figure out what I want from the VIB sale. And I also have been looking into the artist color pencils from Makeup Forever to use them as like eyeliners, lip liners, whatever you want to use them as. And I think they'd be really good like multi-purpose pencils. They are kind of pricey though, so I want to make sure that I get the right colors. So let me go ahead and eat here and then I'll talk to you guys when I'm leaving. Just a side note, my Stanley cup fits inside of my cup holder perfectly. This is the first time I've traveled around with it. I'm also now thinking, does my Sephora have a Makeup Forever section? They're not like a full-blown Sephora, it's one inside of a Kohl's. I'm also looking at the One Size Beauty contours and blushes though, because I think those look really nice. I actually ended up liking the texture of the Makeup by Mario lip pencils a little bit better. They were a little bit creamier than the Makeup Forever ones. Makeup by Mario is in pencil, but it almost reacts like a gel, so it glides on very easily. Makeup by Mario also does have a professional makeup artist discount, and all that they require for theirs is just you screenshotting or providing proof that you have a makeup artist discount with like another professional website, which I have Max, and then I also have to have a professional business website, which I do. So I'll turn in those two proofs of identification, get approved for Makeup by Mario's, and then buy their lip liners. So I think that that's what I'm gonna do. But for some reason, I am like so freaking thirsty. So I'm glad I brought this thermos with me. I'm heading to Sally's right now. Hopefully, if somebody's working there, they can give me advice about what to freaking do with my hair. I don't have any color on top, by the way. Like this right here is my natural hair color. I think I might just dye the ends to get rid of the blonde and not touch the natural growth up top because I don't really want to ruin the texture of my hair on top anymore. I had a very nice chat with the girl inside of Sally's. I asked her for her opinion. She suggested the L'Oreal High Color Highlights. I asked her if a 20 volume developer would be okay or if I would need a 10 since I don't really want to lift very much. And so she said that 20 would be okay. And I got it in the shade Soft Brown. I got 2 boxes because my hair is really thick and I just don't know if I'm gonna have to go over it like a second time or something, or if I like goof up and like miss a piece or something, because that could happen. It's like 75 degrees and sunny and it feels like 80, which I'm not complaining about by any means. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna be heading back home now. You ready, buddy? You ready? Okay, does anybody else's dogs freaking do this? But my dog is obsessed with this hose. Look. Look, he's such a maniac. Okay guys, it's time. I have out all my supplies right here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna try to dye her hair. Got my bowl, brush, gotta section out my hair here. I got the dye, black gloves, 20 volume developer from Wella. Okay guys, this is how the hair turned out. It does look a lot darker, but I kind of wish it would have been a little bit deeper than this. My husband also pointed out the fact that my hair at the ends kind of matches my dog. Are we pretty close? I feel like we are. I feel like we're pretty close now. Look at that. She's like, what are you doing? So yeah, I think this is good. It's a little bit more of a cool tone kind of color. I was originally going for a warmer brown and it's not as warm as I would have liked it, but I also didn't want to go red and everything's kind of like borderline that way, but it's okay. I think it'll still look good. I am happy with the color overall. I just like that it looks a little bit darker than it did before. That is pretty much it for today. I'm going to be doing a bridal preview tomorrow morning at 9, and then somebody wants me to do makeup for a family shoot that she's doing, and that's not until 1:30, and then a wedding on Sunday. I'm excited for this weekend for all the appointments, and hopefully you guys are too, so I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Good morning guys, it's about 7 o'clock right now, and I stayed up way too late. Now you guys can see my hair a little bit better. I just decided to curl it last night. You can still see some of the blonde peeking through, but it definitely is brown now, and I'm super happy with the color, the way it turned out. Okay, so I procrastinated a really long time because the last makeup appointment I had was on Wednesday, and I have not cleaned my sets of brushes from it yet. So I just did that yesterday. I didn't necessarily need them for today, but I just wanted to get them out of the way and clean so they're not just like sitting on the counter. Okay, got my makeup on, got myself dressed and ready. Can we talk about the fact that there's this line right down my face from when I slept on my bed sheets or my pillow wrong, and now there's an indentation? It's been like 2 hours since I woke up and this thing still hasn't gone away. I actually put on individual lashes. I just don't have the patience to do them like on other people, so usually I don't do individuals on clients. I just do strips on them, but I feel like the Ardell Naked lashes are absolutely perfect, and they kind of create that individual lash effect without having to spend the effort of like doing individual lashes. Did I tell you guys that I was setting up for a bridal preview? I don't even know if I announced that, but I'm doing a bridal preview at 9, so that's why I'm up right now. I really thought that my next appointment after this would be closer to like the noon mark, and so that's why I scheduled myself so early. I usually do bridal previews at 10. I do have the contract with me, by the way, just so I can confirm with her at the very end of the bridal preview if she wants to add on people, updated time of when everybody needs to be ready by. So I'll go ahead and review everything with her, and then as soon as we get the time frame, I'll send her out a schedule. As I mentioned before, I do have a studio out of my home. I still want it to obviously feel homey, but I want to maintain a professional atmosphere. First impressions are everything. Like, you are meeting this person for the first time, so make sure you clean your house before your clients come. Make sure everything is picked up, like there's no clutter sitting all over the place. I want it to be kind of like peaceful and relaxing. So I like personally having these woodwick candles in my room. It kind of crackles when it burns like a fireplace, and I really think that's a relaxing kind of sound. It's like a white noise kind of sound. And I also do play music on Spotify at like a really low volume on my laptop in the corner too. I'm also thinking about possibly getting like a small table to sit over here where I can put like a mini fridge, and then I can offer beverages to people, because I think that would be kind of fun. And then in the front entryway, I like to make it as homey looking as possible, so I just have this going on. I have another candle burning, and I'm not gonna lie, I have 2 dogs dogs. And sometimes it can obviously smell like pets. So I use the candles to kind of mask the smell a little bit. But I do generally think that candles are a really nice, like, homey atmosphere, and they're just very calming. So I try to get like really soothing kind of candles. I'm a huge fan of vanilla kind of scents. And I mentioned this in one of my previous vlogs. If you guys have like pets or kids or something, please know that it is a turnoff to clients if they're like running amok around your house, especially if you have pets that like jump on people like mine do. So I usually put them in their kennels, and they're pretty good to just be there. And somebody, I think, took this the wrong way when I said that, like, don't let your kids just like run amok all over the house and maybe try to find a babysitter. I understand that a lot of people take clients at their in-home studios because they can't find babysitters and they don't have the financial means to do so. That's completely fine if you have a child that is like either self-sufficient enough or old enough to like take care of themselves, and you can kind of just put them like in a room. I'm saying though, I don't think it's a really good idea if like your child is running like in and out of your room, or they're constantly like in your face while you're trying to work with a client, because I think that looks unprofessional. So that's like kind of more so what I'm saying in terms of that. It's about 10 minutes until my client shows up. I want to get my dogs in their kennels because I don't know if my client's going to show up early or not. So let me go ahead and do that, and then I'll chat with you guys after the bridal preview. Okay guys, the bridal preview went really good. She was so sweet. We actually had a genuine conversation with each other. Like, it was more than just like surface level conversations. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes like conversations get a little bit awkward when you don't have a person that talks back to you, or you're not like on the same wavelength. Yeah, I really like the way it turned out. The bride did too, so I was really happy about it. All this stuff now has to be cleaned up. I need to fill out a consultation sheet for everything. I like to do it right away, otherwise I'm gonna forget. Also, a little self-plug, and I do this every single time I do a bridal preview, but I do have new people on here all the time, so I just wanted to make sure that everybody knows. I do sell all these templates on my Shop Julie Ruby website. I have an accounting template that has everything that you need to track your expenses. So there's an income tracker, there's the expense tracker, and then also the mileage tracker as well. Then you can just easily print this out or download it and give it to your accountant at the end of the year. It works really nicely. And then I also have the consultation template, which this is what I'm filling out right now. I do use my own templates for things. This basically is a bridal consultation form, so you put the client name there. Then there's different sections that I created that you can list the products that you used on somebody. I take notes on maybe things that we talked about, like what profession that they're in, or what their fiance's name is, or any details about their wedding that I kind of want to know. So that way I have more of a conversation piece on the actual wedding day. And I also included this face chart in case people are a fan of like doing face charts and kind of want to recreate the look that they did on people. And then the most popular template of mine is the bridal contract template. Now, I'm not going to show you this whole entire thing. Obviously, that would defeat the point of me actually selling these. This is the first page of the bridal contract. So everything in red, you can basically alter yourself. You can also click on this, and you can also click on the lines and then write any of the clients' names if you want to. I usually download this completely, turn it into a PDF document, and then I'll send it to my brides on Dropbox Sign, but there's other like signer websites like PandaDocs and everything that you can send it to too. There's instructions at the bottom, but you can use this as your overall outline and wording choice. For your bridal contract, you can alter it however you want to, and that's what makes it different between just buying like $10 bridal contracts off of Etsy. Like, you can customize this completely. So I have all the wording that you would ever need on here. So like booking policies, travel and mileage, cancellation fees, all these templates just make it like 10 times easier for you to run your business. But yeah, that's what this website looks like. So this is where you would purchase the templates. If you go onto templates, then all of them are available here for you to purchase. And I feel like they're pretty affordable for what they are. So the accounting template is $30, then the bridal consultation template is $15, and then the bridal contract is $50. It's a one-time purchase. Like, you don't have to keep purchasing it as like a subscription or anything. I do think that they're really good to have. Again, shameless self-plug. So I am just going to be printing out the consultation sheet, and then I will fill that out for my bride.
I see it in your eyes. Yeah, I can read the signs. You need to get away. It's time we make a change. Oh, you know you'll always have me. Baby, I will always stay with you. So put your trust in me. We'll work it out, you'll see. If we get in a car and drive someplace far, yeah, we could go for a ride.
Okay, that's pretty much about it for right now. I need to go ahead and get myself some food because I am starving, and I'm going to be editing videos for a little bit, and then my next client gets here in about a couple hours. I have about 10 minutes before my client is supposed to be here. She's getting makeup done for family photos. She did originally ask me about hair, but decided not to, and she was just gonna go get her hair done by a professional, which is completely fine. So I'm getting set up right now.
The two of us, we don't have to stop. let's go for a ride. You and I, let us run away. We can go where we want. I'll have your back if you'll have mine. You and I wanna leave everything behind. If you wanted to.
I know I've said this before, but please make sure that you are not taking like forever to set up your station. Like your station should take no longer than like 5 to 8 minutes to set up. I think mine, if I'm like really in the zone and focus, I can get it done in about 3 minutes. It's also nice because I have a set style bag, so everything's like in my case already and I don't have to pull very many things out of it. And then I'm very like condensed as far as my actual station setup and everything. Just put up my chair, got the candles lit, got some Spotify playing in the background. So yeah, just gonna wait till the client gets here. Okay, I'm done with the appointment and I actually had to do an impromptu hair curling because this girl, as I said before, originally asked me to do her hair curls, but then she went to another stylist and had them do like a blowout and curls and everything. She ended up not being happy with the way that they did her curls. And she's like, I probably should have just had you do it anyways. And then she absolutely loved the way it turned out. However, in like the hustle and bustle of like her trying to get to like where she needed to go, I totally forgot to give her her touch-up kit. I have a whole entire mess to clean it. I took off my makeup and everything and actually sat out in the sun for a little bit because it was really nice. I actually got these little containers through Amazon and I started depotting all my liquids. They're all of these foundations. I got them for free from one of my artist friends that I work with, but these are a little bit too tall. Like I can't really close the kit very easily with them. So I'm trying to transport all of them into new containers, and just a size comparison, that is what they look like. So they're about like half the size of these ones. And I think they'll work a lot better. I didn't read like that good of reviews on Amazon for these after I bought them. I usually read reviews ahead of time and I just didn't this time, but these are actually really nice. And I like the fact that the lids are white on the top, so they kind of match the rest of my kit aesthetic. I'm transporting these two liquid highlighters next, and then I have all the foundations. So let me just show you how I'm depotting everything here. Okay, so I totally just filmed something and then forgot to hit the record button, so now I gotta do it all over again. What I just figured out though is that I can peel the labels off the bottom of the foundation bottles. I removed all the NARS labels that were on the bottom of here. They normally look like this, and cut them down. So then now when you're reading them, they look like this on the tops of the lids. I can actually recognize the logos of the brands, so I know which they are. Just have to make sure not to lose the lids or anything. And then I'm currently in the process of removing the Face Atelier labels on the top, just peeling it off like this. And I'm taking the label and then just sticking it right on the top of the lid like this, just so I can easily read it. And now we're done. I'm going to be doing this for a little bit. Okay, I almost forgot to end off this day because my husband and I actually just sat outside for a little bit, just enjoying the nice weather. We hung out for a while. I just got something to eat. I unfortunately ran out of containers to depot things, so I had my husband just order more because he's the one with the Amazon Prime account. Right now, I just depotted what I could. So this is what it looks like. I haven't touched a lot of the NARS foundations or anything. I just put the labels on top of them, and then I can just transfer them whenever I get the new containers. Going to be heading off to bed here pretty soon because I'm like super tired for some reason. I haven't done much, but I feel like I've done a lot of things for some reason. I think I've just done a multitude of things, and that's why I feel like I've done a lot. Tomorrow, I actually don't have to get up super early. I only have one client, which is my bride for tomorrow, and I don't have to be there until noon. I did pack 2 extra touch-up kits though, just in case anybody else wanted to be added on. Should be a lot better than the last wedding I did. If you guys haven't checked out that vlog, a whole bunch of chaos ensued. So check out that vlog if you guys haven't. I'll link it up here for you guys. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning. You know, I was really excited that I didn't have to wake up until like 8, 9 o'clock or so. And I forgot that I have dogs that wake me up before 7 o'clock. So yeah, I just had to get up and they had to go outside. I fed them. And then now I'll probably have time to like actually eat breakfast and do some editing because I'm like so backed up on video editing right now. It's kind of ridiculous. That's about it. So I will talk to you guys a little bit later. Okay, sorry I'm really close to the camera. I'm juggling like 1,000,001 things right now. I have my drink and my laptop with me. So something really interesting just happened and I think we need to talk about it. I am no longer doing my wedding this morning because the bride texted me at about 8 o'clock this morning and she said, "Hi, I just wanted to let you know the wedding is off. I'm so sorry. It just happened. I wish there was more I could say." So this is the morning of her wedding, like keep that in mind because I was supposed to be there at noon today. I don't think I've ever been in this particular position before. I've had people obviously cancel their weddings, like I think it was like last month or something. I had a bride that had rescheduled her wedding a couple of times with me and then she ended up just canceling the whole entire thing. At least that was like a month's notice. And then I also have had another bride that canceled her wedding like 2 weeks out from it or something. She was close enough that she had to pay the whole application fee and everything for her and her mom. I do have like a 4-week policy where if it's like within that 4-week period or something, they pretty much owe everything on the contract. It's just a really tough situation because you want to be as sensitive as possible with other people's feelings and what they're going through, depending on what happened. Be going through what you're going through with your spouse or your future spouse, and then you're also contacting every single one of your wedding vendors. You're probably trying to pay cancellation fees on all of them. It's really expensive. And then you're also having to contact all of your wedding guests and make sure that they don't show up today. It would be a lot. Like I'm imagining she's going through quite a bit right now. What do I even say to this person? Because I mean, she does still owe me the cancellation fee. Again, it's a very fine line between business and personal. I mean, you sometimes have to set your feelings aside no matter how much it sucks. Overall, it's like you're running a business and you do need to get compensated for that fee, but you just kind of need to know how to handle it the best way possible. And I was so concerned about sending her this message because I didn't want her to think that I was a totally heartless person. But I mean, overall, she's probably going to have to pay cancellation fees with her other vendors too, so I'm probably not the only one. And I also didn't want to wait to address this either and hit her with this like 2 days later. This is the message I sent back to her. I said, "Hi, I'm so incredibly sorry to hear that. Take all the time you need to straighten everything out, and I do appreciate you letting me know about this." And I said, "I understand you're going through a tough time now, and I hate to be in this spot, but I do have to abide by my cancellation fee in my contract. This would mean that the $100 application fee would still need to be compensated for. By no means does this need to be taken care of today. Please know that I wish I didn't have to do this. Again, I'm so sorry about this, but I am glad that I got the chance to meet you." Haven't heard back from her, and I'm really not going to expect her to even text me back today, but I did want to let her know up front that this is a thing that I do expect to be taken care of eventually. And I made a reminder on my phone to send her an invoice on Tuesday because I'm not even going to like send it to her right now because I think that would be insensitive. I don't know. I'm just kind of like sad now. I mean, I'm sad for her and I'm sad that I have to even be a business owner and come from that perspective as opposed to just being there for her. I don't know. It just sucks all the way around. I guess on a positive note, I did hear back from the person who I did hair and makeup for yesterday, and she normally gets her hair and makeup done by another gal who runs a really successful mobile salon around our area. And since she was booked up with like 3 weddings yesterday, she couldn't. So this client was scrambling about a month ago to try to figure out who would be doing her hair and makeup for it. So I already told you yesterday that she came in and was like very frantic because she absolutely hated how her hair turned out yesterday by the hair salon that she went to get the blowout and whatnot. And I did message her yesterday. I was like, "Oh shoot." I was like, "I'm so sorry. I forgot the touch-up kit." And she's like, "No, it was my fault." She's like, "I practically ran out of your house." She's like, "Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine." She's like, "I keep looking at the hair and makeup and it looks absolutely gorgeous. I can't stop staring." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that's such a good compliment." And I mean, I knew she had until like 6 o'clock that evening, and it was probably about like 3 o'clock when she left my house. I was more so just kind of nervous because I didn't give her a touch-up kit or anything. She sent me a message this morning. I don't know why every single time I get messages from clients either right after the applications or the day after the applications, but automatically when I see that message pop up from that person, I'm like, "Oh shit, what did I do wrong?" They hated it. My career's over. And I think I've just been traumatized from past client experiences. Luckily, she messaged me though and sent me like a whole bunch of pictures from the photo shoot that she already got back from her photographer, and they look so good, by the way. And she goes, "My hair and makeup looked amazing for pictures. Thank you again." And I was like, "Oh my god." I was like, "That's so great. I'm so glad to hear." And I like almost cried. I got that message like right after I had the message come in from my bride this morning, and so that's why I was like, "Oh my god, thank goodness something positive happened this morning." So unfortunately, I will not have like any makeup artist content for today. Again, this is a very like unforeseen situation. I really thought that I would be able to like film the application. The bride was okay with me doing it, but I hope you guys still enjoyed the vlog. vlog. I'm gonna end it off here. Go ahead and give me a big thumbs up on it, as well as also subscribing down to my channel if you guys do enjoy makeup artist content. And as always, I hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. All right, bye.